What's going on, everybody? Hopefully you're all having a great day so far. Today I wanted to show off my Caliban's hand build, do a little bit of a build guide for you. So if you don't know, Caliban's hand is this season's Hunter exotic armor piece, and it has the Roast 'em perk, which means that the proximity knife scorches any targets that it damages with explosions, and if it kills a target, it'll ignite the target. Also, once you throw a proximity knife, you're going to gain increased melee regeneration until that knife explodes. So if you throw a knife, it doesn't explode. As long as it's just sitting there, you're going to regenerate that next knife even faster. So if you throw a knife and you miss a target, don't worry, you're going to get it back fast. So the build that I went for is one that focuses entirely on getting those knives as fast as possible. To start off with, I went with the Gambler's Dodge, so that every time you dodge near enemies, it'll fully recharge that melee ability. And obviously the proximity knife grenade doesn't really matter, but in terms of aspects, I wanted to have fun with this. I figured if I'm throwing tons of knives, it only takes 1 or 2 kills in order to get your gunpowder gamble when your knife is exploding and destroying every single target. And so you're going to be throwing gunpowder gamble a lot if you want to. And so I figured it was just fun to throw this one on. Plus, you don't really need that many fragments for this build. You only need 2. I also went with knock 'em down because while you're radiant, any final blows with your equipped throwing knife are going to fully refund that melee energy. So if you throw the proximity knife and it gets a kill, you're going to get another one back as long as you're radiant. And in order to go radiant, I used the Ember of Torches. Powered melee attacks against combatants make you and nearby allies radiant. So every time you throw that throwing knife and it hits an enemy, does damage to an enemy, you're going to become radiant immediately. The other thing that I figured is really important on this build is that solar ignition spreads scorch to affected targets. So anytime an enemy ignites, it's going to scorch all of the enemies around it, which in turn will lead to them igniting and them scorching targets and them igniting until everything is wiped out. Theoretically, one knife can wipe out an entire room if all of the enemies are close enough. It is crazy powerful. It's awesome. I also, for the last one, I threw on Ember of Empyrean just so that I can stay constantly radiant and constantly have restoration as long as I'm getting kills with that knife. So you'll never die, you'll always stay radiant, and you're always going to be getting that knife back every time you get a kill with it. This last one, isn't important. It's not necessary. It's just what I chose to use. You can definitely use some other ones, such as the Ember of Eruption would be another good one to use because your solar ignitions have increased area of effect. There's a few other good ones that you could use, but this is my build, and hopefully this video helped you out. If it did, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. Peace.